Now, you want to get into this, let's get into it. This sorry operation needs to stop.
And I'm talking about some real.
Bang.
You know me, Kajeppy John.
I hate y'all niggas.
Rapping fast don't mean you can rap, so shut the fuck up.
You ain't shit. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. You ain't shit. 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 You ain't shit.
But we back with another one when they thought it wasn't gonna be one.
What up, fellas?
Yo,
Welcome to
We are back with another one when
ASG
when
Radio.
they don't know when there's going to be another one.
they don't know when they gonna see one.
You never know. We are the most inconsistent, worst podcast of all time.
And it's
That's
fire.
terrible, man. I shouldn't even laugh at that. That is just bad.
You did it.
It's been, I can do better. I can personally do better. But it was like a little dead period though for a quick second about the battle rap though, even locally.
It's still dead.
Well, it was a bunch of stuff that went on this week, and that's why we're here.
3 of us this weekend, at least 3.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
It's worth having the show today. At least talk about that. And it was a local, some local drops, stuff like that. But
We ain't talking about no Project Prime battle on this show.
Hey,
yeah, we are, Clax. Yes, we are. First,
He talk about himself enough. We don't need to.
let me say first off, at 8:00, premiering at 8:00, you will see some Dope Ideas Media drop tonight. Plug City Ciphers. We got a cipher that we did, and it's pretty dope. We're gonna drop that tonight at 8:00.
That's worth talking about. I'm hyped for that.
I gotta get you on there, Clax, man. What's up?
I don't rap. I talk shit. That's why I do the battle shit. I just talk shit. I don't rap.
Just come and talk shit. Come by with Foster. You're invited next Saturday. If you want to come by and vibe with us.
Yeah, Foster. Go rap.
Clax, you invited. I know it's a long.
Foster's a rapper. He got that Distro Kid distribution deal.
Distro.
Like moving.
Anyway, we went without introductions. You want to introduce yourself, fellas, or just go with it?
You going to Cleveland with me, March 11th?
Is that how it started? It's a possibility, man. There's some folks on the car outside of you, of course, that I might want to check out in person. So, yeah.
Foster, introduce yourself to the people.
Foster Child, man. They know who the fuck I am, man.
Frontline Apparel,
man.
And we have Hemi
Neutron, the Sultan of Smut.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but okay.
He is what he is, though. Like, you can't deny it.
Hey, Clax, you had a battle this weekend, correct?
Last night.
It was last night.
Yeah.
Listen, I was late heading out too. I got there super late, and I literally pulled up, got out the car, and went on stage.
Damn.
And caught the dub. And I'm even going front you. I wrote my second and my third round on the right there.
What? Why do you do this?
I don't know, man. It's like my thing at this point.
How did he do?
He did good. He does what he does. Like honestly, like most people said it was battle of the night. Like I said, I only saw one other battle. I got there battled and then watched the main event. But most people were saying it was battle of the night. He did really good. It was a good back and forth. But
who else battled that night that you were competing with? That's the good question.
Mo Menace and Mega the Savage happened. Black Mage and Jordan J happened. Tony Grams and Nonchalant John happened, and O-Red and Primus happened. So
That night?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
it's dope too.
That was in Chicago.
It was in Chicago on No Coast.
Was it
KB.
there?
Yeah, Shastafa was there. You know, the Chi-Town boys was there, and they held me down proper. They always do. Shastafa, Verse to God, and
That's
King
my guy right
Crash.
there.
My fucking guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to always fuck with Verse and Crash when I'm in the Chi. That's my guys for real. Big folk shit and all that. But Piranha was in the building, and KB was in the building, so
KB.
there's a little bit of Michigan support and love in there too. So.
Yeah, KB's dope. Shout out to Piranha, man.
And didn't Truffaut and Bad News, wasn't that this weekend too?
Yeah, that happened on Friday.
Friday
there was a lot going on in battle rap this weekend.
Fo was in the building too.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
He was there last. He was at the last No Co shit.
He just be like doing his own thing. Gage was there too in the building and shit. Mega the Savage battled, so he was in the building. Like, it's some people.
Wait, who battled? Who from Chicago battled in Florida? You know they had. That's another event. Dose Dope and Anubis battled in Florida.
This weekend?
Yes.
This weekend?
Wow, I didn't even know that.
It was Saturday because it was in Miami. I didn't get a chance to make it down there I was in Fort Lauderdale, but I was on the same plane as Reese. You know, y'all know who Reese is. She has a league out of Peoria or whatever. It's not in Chicago.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, I was on the same plane as her going back to. It was a layover I had a layover in Atlanta, so she might have had a layover in Atlanta.
Foster had a star-studded weekend.
I ran into fucking Charleston White
and shit, and
that was crazy. It was quick, super quick, but I was just like, "What?"
Charleston White was running through the airport.
He was moving. He was
moving fast.
You
don't want to run into Dirk in Atlanta. I don't care who you.
Man, what?
You got some crash out dummies.
Yeah. You might have thought I was one of them. I didn't even want to say nothing to him.
Somebody asked, wasn't Casey James on that card in Florida?
Casey was on the card, but he had some flight issues. There's a lot of plane there. I was worried about not getting out of town because it was an ice storm.
Yeah.
My kid just flew to Arizona too to go see his grandpa down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about it because he had to fly in that shit too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So just to finish up, like the battle went good. Like dude's a good rapper. I'm not gonna hold him, but he a very, very like lyrical miracle type of rapper, and he a lot of times takes a long time leading you to the punch.
Yep.
So like it was a really good back and forth, but I feel like the consensus was that I edged it, and I feel like a big part of that is because I just do a little more putting the sauce on it.
Okay.
But he had a couple bars that got like huge pops, and I had a few bars that got real big pops, like a couple of them that fucking kind of shook the room. So,
that's what's up, man.
Hell yeah. So you only saw the main event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I got
Red and Primus, right?
Yeah, it was Red and Primus.
So how did Primus do?
Primus did good. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, he did good, and I've never like his rounds were like long too. Like it must have been like an agreed upon thing to have these long rounds. Like, but he did good. But Red was just in his bag to me. I mean, there's a couple times like Red said some shit, and me and Pete just turned to each other and made like the stank face. Like,
and you're kind of like you don't want to show too much. Not that you don't want to show too much credit, but I don't ever see you just fainting like at a bar or anything like that.
Plus, fucking on top of like Red had some like crazy like actual intricate punches and shit, and Primus had some really dope shit too. But Red probably had the quote of the night. He said this shit about your bitch is a sperm goat. It must be a wormhole in that bird throat.
a little multi-action for him.
And it was like he spit that in like the first, but like after the whole event was over, because we were hanging out for a minute vibing, obviously, and shit. Like that's just the bar I kept hearing people like say over and over and shit. I mean, they would say another bar, but like that one, like stuck. But it was a good battle. Primus did good, honestly. Yeah. He did this thing in the second half of his second round, where it was like one of those like real talk things, not really talking to Red, and he was like talking about like what Soldier's deal was coming back here and shit. I mean, it was like really well done, but I definitely think that like he should have saved that for a different battle.
Yeah, because it had nothing to. Yeah, it doesn't have it has nothing to do with Red or what you consider his lifestyle to be.
I feel like he would have won the second clear and made the battle like more debatable, like a lot closer if he didn't do that. But when he started to do that, he first of all lost people that just aren't going to relate to that because they haven't served and don't have that like mental level of respect for it.
Right.
And then on top of that, because he wasn't rapping to Red, it allowed Red to do a lot of like vet shit, like making funny faces and looking around, shrugging and stuff. And I just feel like it killed the momentum he was getting, the momentum Primus was getting in his second to like really make it a battle.
Yeah.
Shit, KB was there for my battle. You can ask her who she think won. I know she keep it real.
Hopefully she'll switch up on you and say Confucius 3-0.
I mean, I didn't say no. I didn't see nobody say that. There was a couple people that felt like he won 2-1, but
yeah,
and I like just being real about it. Like it's like what you're into, right? Like a lot of the dudes who like favor street battlers or are themselves street battlers felt like I won pretty clear, and then like a few of the dudes who are a lot more like backpacky hip hop battlers felt like fucking oh boy edged it. So
yeah,
it's definitely a style clash.
Yeah,
I think it made for a great battle. Like we are so different in style, but like kind of the same in content that like I think it made for a really good battle personally.
Just make sure you let us know when it drops, tag us, and all that good shit so we can check it out. So
I did spit this shit in the third. It was super simple, but I got like it was a bar that several battlers referenced back to me after my battle. I said this shit about, of course I'm up here talking drug shit. It's this type of stuff I'm in love with, but you know what they say, life is meaningless without substance.
That's
no, I like that.
That's hard. A little double for you right there.
So
yeah,
I spit that shit in my third, and that was like the one bar that like dudes I respect that have bigger names than me and shit quoted back to me. So
some shit, yeah, it just makes so much sense.
It's a cool battle though. I heard the event went really well. I was bummed I had to be so late. But listen, you don't even know what I went through. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So like my ride back that like canceled on me at the last minute. I take forever trying to find another ride. I get another ride. We get on the road. We get like 20 minutes into the trip. Her shit fuck up. The whole car start like fuck it up. Turn around, come the fuck back. And then in the end, I just drove myself there. Like my L's up in the air right now, so I don't got an L. I just said, fuck it. We just mobbed out. I just whipped that bitch. Drove there.
Yeah, people don't really. That's some shit that you watch the battle and think, oh, that was a really good battle. And then you don't realize there was a whole lot more to it than just a motherfucking performance.
Man.
So yeah, like I said, I got there so late. I hopped out the car. I walk in and Primus is instantly like, "You ready? Get on stage. We gotta go. We gotta go now."
Yeah, so he can get his shit off. Like he went last.
Right. No, I get it, but it was just funny. Like I really like hopped out the car and went on stage. Like, guess we're doing this. And I stage I use loosely because it's not an actual stage, obviously.
Was it the same venue as the Shy battle?
Yeah, it's the same exact spot.
Okay, yeah.
I like that spot though. It's got good acoustics. It's just enough rooms where like, you know, it fills up, but you ain't standing on top of each other. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I can picture it right now where we was at.
What up, Mitch?
I think some I-96 was in New York this weekend. I don't really know the details.
Man, they was everywhere. You had
Mitch.
AB in Chicago. You had.
Right.
Y'all doing the spaces tonight, Mitch?
They need to, man.
I wonder what platform it was. Was it the Gates or something? Like, I don't even know what they were doing. Probably not, because Brooklyn.
No, it wasn't the Gates.
We go hard, maybe.
I don't know. It was iBattle, wasn't it?
Could be. It could have been.
It was iBattle. They was on iBattle.
Yeah, that's another event that happened. A ton of events happened. And they were live, I don't think does live pay-per-view, but
They do sometimes on their app.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen them. But
sometimes it's live, sometimes it's next day VOD.
Right. Yeah, Raydale battled Chili and Prime.
I bet iBattle fuck with Chili a lot, but I bet Raydale and Prime both had uphill battles. I might be wrong. Like I'm not even saying they're bad, just iBattle like so specific in what they fucking go for. Like
yeah, I don't know, man.
I hope they did good. I ain't no hater.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
you've been there, so you are
a specific audience that you're talking about. You're not talking about them as battlers. I mean, iBattle is a different platform. So yeah, but
until you become established. I think once you're established, it's a little different. You get a little bit of it's a little bit like Kid Slade is that was his home for a long time. And he's a very niche battle rapper, but he's also from Connecticut. So that's the home of it. So, but yeah. Anyway.
It's open.
Did you guys get a chance to watch the pull-up battles in Flint from ABCD?
I saw one of them. I did not get a chance to watch Chris and
I watched Chris and Breezy either yet.
Oh,
and I didn't finish Tony and Prime, to be honest with you. I was like halfway through it, and then some shit came up, so I had to fucking. It's in my recently watched on YouTube and finished watching it.
So I can definitely speak on the Battle of the Night and one is Battle
That's what's up. I was saying I was 8, and I just like
I think
Prime.
Chili didn't get the battle.
That's what it was. Okay, guys. Damn, which is very disappointing.
I just feel like Prime got a style that they don't really go for, and that like they don't be going for all the dope talk and like that's street style that much.
Yeah,
got you. Okay.
Speaking of which, if you watch the Prime versus Tony Nova, and I want to say salute to that, just the concept of having the pull-up battles. I remember Mitch saying a while ago that he wanted to turn things around with NBR and do some different things. You see them working together to have like the platform of the pull-up battles, just you know what I'm saying, just setting up pull-up battles and just, you know, getting back to the essence, you know what I'm saying? Not even a big event, but just a little bit of a crowd. And you know what I'm saying? And both battles that were good, you know what I'm saying, as far as the platform and the substance. But there's just something that I have to mention about these battles, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, I can't put my finger on it. And it's just, fuck that. Hey, Cheetah, man, shut them damn dogs up, man. God damn. You fucking up the footage, bro.
I don't think Clax probably even got to the point where the dogs were barking in the Nova battle. The Nova and
Listen, I didn't get to it in the battle, but I still totally got what was happening. I still knew what exactly the point that was being made.
But seriously, the battles are dope. Like, you remember, y'all remember watching Gambit versus Dollar when they battled in that house.
Oh my God, it was hot as fuck in there.
It was that kind of setting, and it was just they just going off, and I remember
when I battled Aki, it was in a house.
Yeah.
And like, even though it was weird battling in a fucking house, I did like the vibe and energy of it.
Vibe, right?
People was like standing on the stairway over us, like.
Yeah, no, I was cool. I was so trapped out, like that was fun.
But I remember in the spaces saying, when they was asking for predictions, and I said in the prediction, and I'm pretty sure that it's recorded, where I said one thing about Prime, he doesn't stumble or utter a word. He's gonna get everything out. He's going to say every syllable, no chokes, no stumbles, nothing. And I think that's what's going to win the battle, the consistency of all 3 rounds. This battle was dope. And Tony Nova has proven once again, like as of late, especially that he has a pen. It's just the cleaning up of the performance is all that needs to happen. I heard a lot of people saying Prime first and third. When I personally watched it twice, I had Nova winning the first.
I think the first 2 were close.
They are close. It's like nobody got smoked at all.
No, the second I gave to Nova, the first I may have edged to Prime, but it was close. It was close to me, and then of course the third, it was. Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was.
But it was a lot of people saying that first was clear, and I'm like, I actually had Nova winning the first.
Yeah,
it was the second where Prime. I thought Prime was his round was so much better than his first, and the third was what it was as far as a clean performance. So,
right.
I had Prime 2-1, but I wouldn't argue with anybody that said Tony Nova 2-1. It was a good battle though.
Yeah, that was a good back and forth. I don't know. Prime is a really good rapper. Like that motherfucker.
Prime doesn't miss a syllable.
Yeah,
and that has to. I know in today it's a shame where we expect fumbling and choking. You know what I'm saying? But it's also you have a rapper that's not going to mess up a word, and he takes a lot of pride in that. He said that, like, you don't see me choke or stumble or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. You gotta watch Breezy versus Chris Jr. though.
Yeah, I gotta get to that.
Now Breezy said he wrote it in a couple of days or something like that, but Breezy was dope. Chris Jr. is gonna be a problem. I think Chris Jr. is dope. It's just that he was facing Breezy Will, and Breezy Will he's gonna be a serious issue.
Well, he getting tested real soon. He ain't got a whole lot of time to figure anything.
Yeah, he got a test coming up April 1st.
They throwing him to the wolf. They throwing him to a wolf real soon.
And we got to make sure we do a whole show dedicated on that April 1st. Not the whole show, but a big preview of that April 1st.
Yeah, that card is official. Is that card officially out now?
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah. So
it's a dope card too.
Gonna do some good coverage for that. Maybe do some. Yeah. I don't know, face-offs or one,
we're gonna do some controlled face-offs. Like
not like that one show, but yeah.
Fuck them I-96 losers.
Usually they've invaded this show by now, which of course we appreciate.
They're probably here. You see a lot of people that was here watching on at one time, and they probably were here.
Damn, why just get 2 back-to-back messenger fucking messages? They better not be from one of them.
They were probably here waiting to talk about the pull-up battles because they said they wanted to hear our takes on it. And I had somebody tell me they wanted my take on it, and I wouldn't give my take on it. I said I'm gonna talk about it on the show because we hadn't had a show in a couple of weeks. So shout out to Nova, shout out to Prime, shout out to Breezy Wheel and Chris Jr. It was two dope battles. I like the format. I hope they keep doing it.
Yeah, and I didn't really talk about Nova, but Nova, that's a witty motherfucker. Like you really feel like he think outside the like. When I was listening, I was like, this dude is kind of smart. It's not just the glasses.
He's
It's not just the glasses. This dude is kind of smart a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know like what made him actually apply himself writing, but keep that shit up for
He
sure.
said you just gotta pay. What did he say? You gotta pay me. You know how much my wit occur? I'd be
man,
lazy.
man.
You probably did get lazy on some prep a couple times. So hey, but you know, it's and you know what? I like the fact.
Hey, I just got an inbox. I just said who won that battle there, bro. I said I had Prime 2-1, second and third.
Oh, you said
That's what I said.
you said first and third, right?
No, I gave
Oh, you gave Nova the first.
Nova the first because I thought Nova's first was better material wise, but it was Prime's second was crazy.
That's a battle worth watching back though. Like I would, and that's
Yeah.
in this day and age, I rarely say that, but that's a battle, especially because Prime, like I understand trap talk,
Yeah.
but like where he goes with it is like, what the fuck is he talking? Like
Yeah.
it's very vivid, but if you don't understand exactly what he's talking about, I don't know. He lose me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I just thought his
But
second
it's metaphorical.
was better than his
It's not
third.
literally. It's not always literally right on the surface. It's very metaphorical. Like you need a dictionary, a trap dictionary. Sometimes. I call him a trap poet.
But it was a dope battle. I mean,
No pun intended.
nobody got smoked.
No, fuck him.
Those first two rounds were very close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In that third round, it was very choppy from Nova. So you got to get a clean performance that round. You know what I mean?
It was funny when
That shit was trash. They trashed. That shit was trash.
it was funny. No, it was funny when Nova, like, when he went for the water, and he said, "I wasn't expecting to smoke," and it was like, oh, like it sounded like a metaphorical. Like I didn't expect him to bring the smoke.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, but he was talking about literal smoke. He said, I wasn't expecting the smoke.
And so shout out to the pull-ups, the dogs in the house.
Hey, they had the security on deck. Cause best believe you let that motherfucker go.
Shit, they had Nova. Nova was strapped up in that business. He had shit on his. You could see the shit on his. He had on the little movie tux. He had the pistol.
I like the fact that his look is not necessarily what everybody else expect. You know, like hoodies and like, hey, he said, "I'm gonna come Nova appropriate." Like if you see him in a t-shirt and sweats, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
No, he can't do that no more. I mean, he can't do that ever. I don't saying no more, but he can't do that.
See, let that be
I
a
didn't know if I was
lesson,
watching.
battle rappers. Keep dressing like dust balls, so you don't have to live up to the expectations someone like Nova has set.
Because how much fur does one have? I have no fur in my closet. Like I got no fur.
I got a feeling that's Mr. Breezy Will.
Yeah, I gotta make sure he see that.
Yeah, that battle. I didn't know if I was watching the battle or John Wick with the dogs barking and the pistol.
No Coogee slander will be tolerated.
I listened to the battle. I was driving, so I didn't. But no, I did hear it. You know,
yeah. So let's see. Did you guys get a chance to watch any of the Stay Forever?
I watched the whole first day.
Did you? Okay, I need to know from your perspective how that went down, or just the highlights, maybe. You know.
First of all, I'm gonna say Ron is hilarious.
Ron is hilarious.
So
yeah. I thought they did a great job with the event overall. Like just because I was watching it live, like I didn't go back and watch the VODs. I watched the event live. Did a really good job. I thought some of the intermissions were longer than they needed to be, but it was great playing the different Pat tribute videos in between battles, and All the battles went really well. The surprises were well executed, so it's
Man,
good.
that was crazy. Some of those, once you heard about them. Jin, like I was not expecting. I would have never guessed that one.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy. Like I don't have too many like wow moments in battle rap these days, but that one genuinely made me pop. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Who were always in the Diz one, which was kind of like you like how like in your head you're thinking how the fuck is Diz not on
And
a card?
how was Hallahan not on the card too? Is like
His whole thing was mentally. I don't think his he wasn't in a place to because originally it was supposed to be Diz versus Sharon, and then Diz hurt himself playing soccer, but so Hollowhand ended up being a replacement, and then Hollowhand at first didn't want to do it because I don't know, he just didn't feel up to it or whatever, but
He didn't know his rounds, man. They kept telling him what he kept
no,
telling him.
that's what somebody said that they were helping him, but he hasn't battled in a fucking long ass time too.
I mean, when he like got going though, like when he like remember a section and like rattle it off though, it was some fucking really solid fucking shit. Like
That's what I heard.
and Diz, that was probably best Diz in my opinion, I've seen in a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing his Diz thing, but he was punching a lot more than he's done in a long time. Like,
yeah, I'm not the biggest Diz fan, but what he does, no one else.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
own Diz. Like
I feel like the last few Diz battles though, he's like coasted on the the multi-syllable shit without really like punching like and shit. This battle, he was punching a lot more. I'm a fan of punchers, so
I feel like Diz more. His whole thing is always just about doing something. Like he's not gonna battle 100 times a year. It's gonna be special type shit, like battling in Spanish or battling in Arabic or battle.
right.
It's not about the competition and winning and losing as much as it's about, hey, I was the first person to battle in a different language or battling Crooked Eye. Like it's not, you're not going to see him battling any plain Jane
Well,
regular.
that's never gonna happen, huh?
Would you, huh? Oh, the Crooked Eye thing. Oh, I don't. I think GTX had some situations. They're dropping footage here and there, but
Well, Lush is like doing the no jumper thing like full time, so
yeah, but that could help they could definitely fund some shit.
no. I'm just saying. So like, clearly there's been a lack of I don't want to say focus, but a lack of things actually happening. I don't know. I just don't know if that crooked battle will ever happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of heard some things about. I kind of heard some things about GTX like a while ago that they were like, I don't know how much more you're gonna see from them. So it makes sense to me now. They got They got pretty big battles that haven't just plain haven't, like the A Ward and Clean battle has not dropped on YouTube. Like that battle is gonna do 200,000 even when they drop it down the road. I think. Like, I don't know. I heard A Ward lost his damn mind this weekend though, which I'm very pleased.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. I didn't watch the Chrome battles. That's actually my
Yeah.
plan is to watch the battles from that tonight.
Hey, bro. A-Ward was those first 2 rounds. A-Ward was godly.
And the crowd, not to cut you off, that crowd was huge. When you look, because
2,000 people, bro.
when you saw the backdrop of it, I'm like, damn.
They
Like,
said 2,000 people.
hey, Hitman, what did he say? Hitman, the one thing I did see about Hitman, he said, the money I got for this, I can't even count it in a small room. Like
That battle.
that was the main event, and for it to be, that's by far their biggest. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
one thing about it,
And from my understanding, I think they was handling Avocado was handling 2 battles that day.
Yeah.
and they said they had a problem with the bandwidth. Couldn't handle, all of it at the same time. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You hear about pay-per-view issues a lot, though. So
Yeah, but they like had
two in the same day, and for one to be shit. We all know Pat Stay's one did 150,000. We know that. You can just do the math on that. And then the Chrome one, I heard more people ordering the Chrome than the Pat Stay.
Yeah.
So, what were you gonna say? I cut you off.
I was just gonna say they did a good job of getting the VODs up like super quick though.
Yeah. I think you could instantly watch the Hitman Easy second and third back like pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, nothing like that instant in the moment shit. But hey.
Yeah, but at least you didn't have to wait 2 or 3 days for them to sort out whatever issue. Like.
So, with that being said, is Easy Himothy?
I still gotta watch it in its entirety, but damn, some of the little quotables they put up, the cold word sweet potato pie, what you gonna see in the ground.
Man,
it probably wasn't as much fire as it was disrespect. Because, damn, I don't know. He really do. The talk is definitely how he. They said he not literally ran down on Show Out, but how he kind of got in his shit and was talking greasy to him. Like, damn.
That's crazy, man.
I gotta see it.
The crazy thing about it is they always say all he do is drug talk. They getting tired, but his punches and wordplay is always there. So it's not just him talking drugs the whole time. He has his references, his wordplay, and his punches. They hit,
and it's very direct. Like you always feel like he's on their heels the whole battle. Like,
man, he was walking around circles, talking shit to Show Out, and it was like he wasn't like he what it looked like to me is that he had the better performance when Hitman was trying to step his bars up. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like, and what Hitman should have just stuck with what he did.
Hitman care a lot about what people say. As you can see after the battle, he cares a lot about what people say. Because Hitman is not in the forefront battling a lot every year, so I forget that his emotions get to him every time. Like I forget that because you rarely see him. He's been doing the whole. I mean, he did the Cassidy and Cal pretty quick back to back, but he's been doing. He did the Bags and Bodies, and he's been doing to where he wasn't being critically attacked as much as far as battle rap is concerned. So I don't know. I feel like he really buys into what people say about him. Like, Hitman isn't lyrical. He's just a performer. So I feel like he does. But he does impress me sometimes with some of the shit he writes because I don't think of him as a writer like that either.
Yeah, crazy. Breaking news, Commanders release Carson Wentz.
Is that the starting quarterback? I don't follow Commanders.
He wasn't the starter. But he was making $26 million a year.
He asked for his release, didn't he?
I don't know.
I thought I saw a rumor last week that he had asked for it to be released.
I don't know if he asked for it, but he got it.
Yeah.
His ass is out of there.
He might
need a backup.
We do need a backup. We do. Anything is better than who we got. Don't ask me what his name is.
Who's the backup?
You talking about
the Lions? Who's the Lions' backup?
You said anybody is better than who we got?
As far as
the backup.
Oh, all right. I was about
Yeah.
to say what?
No, fuck no.
Now, you can't say that. Golf
Said we need a backup.
4,000
You
years.
guys better than who we got.
Golf
Yeah.
threw for 4,000 yards this season, man.
Oh,
Can't
no.
nobody say nothing bad
Golf,
about
Pro
Golf
Bowl.
had the 7th best QBR.
Yeah. That's a Pro Bowler this year. No, I'm definitely not talking about golf. I'm talking about us needing a backup, and anything is better than who we got as the backup.
And he played in all 16 games.
Sure did. 'Cause it would have been spooky if you saw something different.
'Cause
Even
we
though
don't-
early in the year he was Mr. Pick Six early in the year.
Man, if he'd have got hurt, they'd have pulled some nigga named Ned off the bench to call the signal, man.
It would have been, might have been. He played football class.
Calling clacks. Hey man, can you do some warm-ups real quick?
You guys be
Just hand the
acting like
ball
I'm not athletic or something.
Nah, hey, you would be playing for the Lions.
You could be athletic. You don't mean you're good enough for the NFL. They're clacks.
No, but
We
I'm
got
saying
a response from Coogee. Who is Breezy?
I played quarterback and halfback in high school.
You
I
do know.
I know you play quarterback. That's why I was giving you the alley-oop.
You do know I inboxed Coogee in.
See, I'm slow. I think I screenshot it, but didn't.
I did
Yeah.
inbox Coogee and told him, what some of the stuff I was reading, Breezy. You just can't say that.
Yeah,
He's gonna say something back.
that's a fire rebuttal.
I mean, sometimes I'm not but hey, just had a URL drop, had a trailer and all that, something light.
Something like.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I gotta watch that too.
What's that?
The fucking Coogee Reaper shit.
Oh man, that was a crazy battle.
Listen, my basketball shit is over with though, so now I can get back to like watching more battles. I was doing so much with the basketball shit. I was getting like a backlog of battles, and I don't even watch that many battles anymore.
Yeah. Lately, I haven't been watching too much of shit. I'm just looking at them.
And you know what's crazy about that battle is that Reaper was probably the best Reaper you've seen in a long time.
He had a fire to him, but if you watch Coogee battles, you were like, okay, heard that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be present for those bars being spit before, like
For sure. I'm just saying, it'll be a fucked up experience to have Survivor Series and your opponent is doo-doo. You want them to be good.
Yeah, because that was the second. That's only the second drop off that event in general. Like the only other one that dropped was a very forgettable Zeta dropout and Watson. What's his name? True Watson.
Truth Watson. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the second battle that dropped from that weekend. So they
Truth versus Jesus.
from White Jesus. Yes.
White Jesus. Correction.
But anything else notable to talk about from the Chrome shit? C3 won the money.
C3 won the money.
Yeah, I was pulling for caution, but C3. If anybody else could have won it, I'm not mad. Oh shit, I'm not mad. He said, "Sick though. Oh, you've done your research. You never bet outside of Michigan."
Breezy, you better get back here, man. I don't know if you left, but
damn, why you have to laugh so much though?
there's a lot of emojis on that.
That is a lot of emojis.
Just
When
imagine
when you look at the resume, that is nasty. Not nasty work, but
imagine
they're all new too. So it looks crazy when you lay it out. Like,
well, look, imagine if Cheatham wrote out those emojis. It'll be a little bit longer of a match.
laughing like a motherfucker.
Cracking up.
Cracking up like a mother. Damn, Coogee.
I done got Coogee started.
Yeah, I got halfway through the send off and forgot this.
Oh, I was on it. I said, Breezy talking shit, man. You got to do something, man. He was like, who?
Hey, Cubs can be vicious too.
Hey, man, Cubs bite.
But yeah. So A Ward did his thing. The hustle.
Coogee,
Shit.
you better fucking Smoke that boy. Fuck all
But
that Cubs
Shoney,
bite
Shoney,
shit, Coochie. Fucking eat that boy
Shoney came out
ass.
and said Hustle got that.
Yeah. No, yeah. Shuni was fucking up. Hustle, man. If only your internet persona was a little better.
Yeah, she's not.
Because as far as like
Ability.
it's because it almost started to overshadow it. But as far as what she does in the ring,
She gets crazy.
she gets really fucking. She beat the dog shit out of her. Like beat the
It was
dog.
bad. She beat JC the same
He
way.
had a cinnamon bar too. I can't remember what it was. It was nasty.
Yeah. It was
Also was a monster,
she did JC like that too, man.
bro. That battle.
You don't want to hear that, huh, Foss?
I mean, was she
It's
good?
not
Was
JC's
she good in
run.
the battle though?
Who?
Was she good in the battle, or was JC just super underwhelming?
She was good. It was a little bit of both.
Oh, she said, "Jesus, I'll wash sin like a baptism and lay holla down in the back. I'm ad libbing."
Man, what?
Yeah, no, yeah.
What?
And she raps exceptionally well. She's a tall chick, and she barks like everything when it all goes together like that. Because Hustle's every bit of 6 foot something.
Yeah, the way she was chasing Coffee around the ring.
Oh my god, that battle gave me anxiety the way they was spinning.
That shit was funny as hell, man. You walking.
Dog, and she was pushing Beasley out the way. I'm like, she about to fire on all of y'all.
She was like, fuck it, let's just fight, yo. That's what I say, fuck it, let's fight, yo. I just want to fight. Let's just fight, yo.
That battle could have been so much better because Coffee fired too.
She'll be here April 1st versus
hey, good
Bird.
Good segue. Oh my god.
Oh man, we're gonna
Bird is the first person that Coffee gets to battle back. That's crazy. Man. She in the lab. I know Bird in the lab right now.
Bird is in the lab. Bird is in the lab. You know one thing about Bird though, if you give her some advice, you know what I'm saying, or you know, if she listens, like, you know, Bird does Bird, but if you watch her versus Tato,
is that out? Did that drop? Because those battles started to drop, didn't they?
This drop.
I gotta watch.
She did a lot of name flips, and you know, this shit that Bird doesn't do. Because this is what I did. I told her versus Mac, you had some bars that only people in the building and the NBR knew about.
Right.
So you have to get back because it's going to be a bigger crowd watching this. So you have to do more than that. You can do local bars, but you got to get back to the essence: name flips, wordplay. You know what I'm saying? If you can scheme, and she came in there and was name flipping like crazy.
Oh, so she took your advice. Damn.
I think it wasn't just me, but it was other people.
It worked for somebody. No,
but it was the same stuff that a lot of people was telling her, like, you know, this girl you're battling is gonna come with some shit. So you have to really push your pen, and she did that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I could never tell her how to write. Like, she does what she does. Like, I can't write.
That part of you let Bird do what she do.
Yeah. So
but little shit though. You can definitely.
Yeah. Just as a consumer, I can give some, you know, what I like to see here. That's about it, man. Let's see. Any other notable battles that happened this weekend? Because it was like a bunch, and we're all over the place.
Yeah, we definitely.
We went from the Pat Stay Forever to Chrome 23 to. So yeah, we were all over the place, man. It was just, and then they had a caffeine drop too.
You know what? Damn,
It's
Rock.
still up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can watch that. You can watch that.
Ryder versus Rock.
Ryder did good. Ryder did good. That boy Tay-Rock.
3 rounds?
Nah, it was just one, but it was a good. It wasn't no short ass 1 round. It was a, you know, Rock was kind of kicking Ryder ass. And this is during his run. This was because the timing doesn't do it justice because like it dropped. Well, the Swervo shit just dropped because he even had a bar going from Swervo to Ryder. What did he say? It was like a vehicular homicide because I swerved and still hit Ryder, some shit like that. But Rock. When you think about how much more he battled than he normally battles, and he was battling hungry motherfuckers that were supposed to come in there and try to kill him, like, I'm impressed. I'm not even a big Rock guy per se, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Rock is a problem. That was a good. The only thing about Rock was, for whatever reason, he was running out of breath towards the end of his shit. And normally, Rock could battle in front of 2,000 people and be flawless the whole time. And for whatever reason, in that small band setting, he was running out of breath. But yeah, Rock was good. Rock was good. Ryder died. The Rough Riders. Ryder died. I don't know. He had a lot of shit.
I think he had to though, because wasn't it Ryder Cave Gang at one point?
Then they talked about it a little bit too. They talked about that a little bit too, which I had forgot until Ryder mentioned it, and then Rock reiterated it when he went second.
I'm definitely gonna watch that battle.
It's worth the watch. I did sit down and was like, all right, I'm gonna get this a view. And Ryder was good, but
Who went first?
Ryder went first.
That's not good. If you go first and then Rock get the wilding on you, it's just going to erase just about what you've done.
And it was kind of like a back, like as far as the scheduling of it, like it was kind of back to back, like because later on he battled Snake. Well, he battled Snake last, but he battled somebody in between Ryder and Snake, I believe.
Yeah. Rock was putting in some work, man. He went on a run.
Yeah.
And he was second place. That's crazy.
He ended up being second. Yeah. And I don't know if mentioning the Ryder battle would have, because I don't think there was much press. The Swervo and Ryder battles were not out when that, or maybe Swervo was, but the Ryder battle was. I don't know how much it would have helped, but no,
it probably would have. Let me ask y'all something, right? Since we talking Cave Gang,
mm-hmm.
Who is next for Easy? Who does Easy battle next? Because he's like, the money got to be right. And
it's either Mook or Suge.
Either Mook or Suge.
Yep. Because John John's kind of campaigning.
John John's trying to sneak into the picture,
but
I think he blew his chance.
He blew his chance, so Suge did what he was supposed to do, and but if Mook wants it and can make it make sense for URL, it can be him, because that battle was supposed to be. Remember, they were gonna give him Mook real quick after Summer Madness, and then
Mook turned it down.
Well, he kind of accepted it, and then changed his mind type shit. And it sounded too soon, but now it's not too soon. It's not.
Well, I personally,
that was supposed to be the Drake card, right? That was supposed to be the Drake card.
Yeah.
So Summer Madness was supposed to be in September or something, and then the Drake card was like a month later or some shit like that. But go ahead. What do you want to say about that?
I personally want to see him versus Mook, but I ain't mad if he battles Suge.
Yeah, Suge's been on a run too. And they can build up Mook. We all know that Mook battle can only happen because Mook. I'd rather see the way he been talking to Hitman. Set up Mook and Hitman on RBE.
Man,
Do the easy. It should. Easy can get Suge out of there. Because bro, there's nothing that should be. Suge's been good, but no. And you can just build up to the Mook and Easy on Summer Madness. Or Gnome. You can be Gnome. Because Gnome is before Summer Madness.
yeah. It's a lot of things coming into play. And then what event is coming up? Because it is caffeine.
Kings and Queens is coming up soon.
Yeah, because that's Rock versus.
Also, that's been announced. Yeah,
and that's a caffeine event for those who thought it was over with caffeine.
Yeah, it's not over with. I just think they're gonna slow down.
I think it's just a little bit of the obligations have been filled as far as. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to sound like Be the Shooter and know what happened.
Threw him clean. No,
yeah. I mean, you hear Be the Shooter in the spaces. He sound like he worked for URL, man. Go check it out.
Like a motherfucker, yeah.
He tell you his contract looked terrible and shit. I'm like, how you know?
He said the contract looked terrible.
Man, he said Tay-Rock has probably the worst contract in URL.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of the shit that Rock doing, you can tell he didn't get paid $1 zillion for it, though. Like, you know that.
If it was so bad, he wouldn't be riding like that.
I'll just say this, and I'm not gonna get too, but I mean,
it may not be prolific, but it ain't.
He's got 70 battles over there. He's really never been anywhere else. They probably look out like they probably look out for these dudes.
Bless you.
Like they probably make sure these dudes are in a decent place, and I feel like there's a lot that goes into stuff like that.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to make sure we keep it at about an hour. We're getting close to it. We can close this thing out. I want to do another show. I want to get back to doing them weekly. I know we've been, not doing the shows like we have been, but I want to get back to it. Probably include some more guests. If there's a dead period in the battle rap, so definitely because I love this energy. I love working with you guys. So we're gonna get back to doing what we was doing on a weekly basis if everybody's free.
Let's just pivot into being a normal podcast and interview
There's no such thing.
People that will actually bring in views.
Just started yet.
Yeah. But before we get out of here, 8:00 premiere of Plug City Ciphers. We're going to be doing these ciphers. We're going to be dropping them. Like we just filmed on Saturday. It's dropping today. So
yeah, like hot
check
plates.
them out. If you rap and interested in being on one of these ciphers, get at me, inbox me. We're doing them. We're filming every Saturday. We just give you a old school instrumental, and boom, you write it. Get ready to rap at the cipher. That's it.
What were the instrumentals again? There was a
bunch of them. It was a bunch of them. We have it's like anything you want to rap to, we'll let you do it.
There was some classic ones though. There was some
you'll see what they rap to tonight. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, it's too close to even.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for the night, but it's an instrumental that they picked out that they was ready to rap to. So, and like I said, if you want to get on the cipher and you say, hey, I'm gonna pull up on the 11th, and you've been rapping to a specific cipher, a specific instrumental, we'll let you do it. So All you gotta do is be ready to rap. Foster, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man. I'm glad that it seemed like battle rap is starting to get back to, starting to get back on the shit. It's a lot of events happened this past weekend, so I can always appreciate that. Yeah, that's it.
Clax, do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Man, fuck battle rappers. Fuck battle rappers.
Okay. Shout out to my dogs out there.
Shout out to my dogs.
ASG Radio. Shout out to Hank Nation, Dope Ideas Media. Shout out to Foster. Shout out to Clax, man. You guys are the dopest. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, good.